Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing our first live stream. It's a little crazy. I was not expecting to actually have people show up, and we've got so many people here already. So, welcome in. Ion, Jacob, or Sonia, can you confirm that you guys can hear me okay? I just want to make sure that the software is working correctly, that YouTube is not just deleting my voice out of everything. All right, how's that? Perfect. Love to hear it. I'm so humbled by the fact that everybody's here to watch our 100 subscriber special. I do that with air quotes because we're already at 180. Like, guys, it's insane. I was not prepared for 180 in the span of a couple weeks. So let's get into this. This is really just a hangout time. So ask me questions in the chat, hang out, talk to each other. We're just going to do a tier list and we're going to have some fun. This will go up on YouTube after, so I'll edit it down to more of an acceptable video format. But we've got some time. Just let's have some fun. Going to go ahead and get into kind of what we're going to be using today. We're going to be starting off with the Luck Be a Landlord wiki. And the reason I want to start here is because this has the breakdown of every symbol in the game, what it does, what it's worth, its rarity, and all that. Rarity, we're throwing it out the corner. Like, I don't care about rarity because I want to do this tier list based off of how well I think it synergizes, how well I think it plays, and whether or not it's fun to play with. Because there are some synergies that are totally possible, but they're not fun to do. I am then going to be going over here to Tier Maker. Thank you to whoever designed this website. It's the best thing ever. And we're going to be putting them on a tier list. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with them on the payout section, so that way we can kind of keep a track of what it is and go from there. Jacob, the Luck Be a Landlord game, it has 20 floors, I think, if I looked correctly. Unless they've added more. But it's definitely a lot of floors. We're going to go ahead and start with 5-sided dice. Alright, y'all. This is... Dud is actually really good. We're going to get to that. I swear. But 5-sided dice... I feel like this is controversial because I've heard a lot of people really hate 5-sided dice. I'm going to put it on A tier. Because if you get this in the first 3 or 4 spins, you have a probability of getting a 5-coin item really fast. And there's no other item that I know of that can get you 5 coins that fast. It's kind of crazy. I feel like it should be A tier. It might be B tier. Oh, that's hard. Now that I actually have to, like... I want to go over this. I did not prep for this at all. I was like, I'm going to know exactly where to put things. And I'm realizing right now this is going to be really hard to do on the fly. So this is going to take some debate here. It might be B tier. It might get bumped up later. It might be later. But it is a very good symbol. Because it can also synergize well with the gambler. And that's really good. 3-sided dice. It does get A tier. 100% gets A tier. And that's because the way that this game works... Okay, that's true, Sonia. 5-sided dice looks like a 6-sided dice. I don't know why. It's just the way that they designed the sprite. 3-sided dice is a common item. The way that this game works is the first... I'm trying to remember the exact breakdown. It has it on this page. If you've never checked out the wiki, highly suggest it. So here is the breakdown of the table. If you have not paid rent, you are 100% likely to get commons. If you've paid rent one time, you're 90% to get commons, and so forth. So, for the first spins, common items are actually really good. Now, they don't carry that throughout the rest of the game, but 3-sided dice, for the fact that it gets you really high up there on your first couple spins, is really good. If 5-sided dice was common, it would be up here with this. But 3-sided dice goes in A tier for sure. And you're right, Jacob. The 3-sided dice does go better for the gambler as well. Wildcard. Okay, wildcard is cool. Wildcard is great, but it's highly dependent on things around it. So if you have another good symbol, it's also really good. But if you don't have a high level synergy, it's only as good as your top tier. I think I'm going to put it A tier for right now. And S tier, it's going to be hard to get into S tier for me. Like, that is like, it is, every time I see it, I will take it, no questions asked kind of level of symbol, because there's a lot of symbols in this game, and there's symbols that I will take no matter what, and then there's symbols that are highly dependent on others. I think A tier is where we put things that are really dependent on other symbols. S tier is just, it's good no matter what you're doing. So I think that's what we're really going to be going with here. Looking at this Essence Capsule. Essence Capsule is good. Essence Capsule is good, but it also has a really big problem. It only works if the game is already working for you. If the game is not giving you extra coins, it doesn't do anything to help you. It actually causes you more problems, because it takes 12 coins away. And that's a lot of money in the early spins. I know it's only uncommon, and it does give you the chance to get really powerful essences. I'm going to say it's D tier with an honorable mention for B tier if it was less punishing. Because taking 12 coins is a lot. Like, the amount of times that we lose, we very rarely lose on like 100 coins. We lose on like 10 to 2 coins off. So this is very easily the difference between winning or losing a floor, quite frankly. So it's not really worth doing, in my opinion, most of the time. Like, if we're really far ahead, yeah, it's great, but not for right now. Hustling Capsule. Hustling Capsule at least pays for itself. So I'm going to say that Hustling Capsule... where's Hustling Capsule? I should know where this is. I swear I saw it just a second ago. There it is. Hustling Capsule gets B tier for me. It's good if you have it early enough in a spin. If you get it at like S tier, really, Sonia? You think that's S tier? So here's my issue with it. Is, again, it comes back to it steals coins. If it stole like 3 coins and then we could spin with it, that's fine. But it takes 7 spins for you to recoup that money. And usually between payments, you only have about 7 to 10 spins. So you're only going to net 3 points? Pool ball is good. Pool ball as an item is one of the best items in the game, because it's just no downside, perfect upside. But Hustling Capsule specifically, I think we put it in A tier. It's really good if you have the ability to take it. It's really, really good. But I know I have skipped this. I think I even skipped it in last night's video because we didn't have the extra. Really? You think it's C? No, I'm going to stick with my gut. I think it's A tier. That's what I'm going to say. This is a completely subjective tier list, and I will not be deterred from putting it in the random spots that I decide. Ooh, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. I've been waiting for this one to come up because I want a really good F tier. I don't care what anybody else says. Robin Hood is the worst symbol in the game. He's useless. He does nothing. He's every form of useless possible. No, it's awful because it's cool. It has a ton of synergy, but it takes 4 coins per spin. If you don't have something good, it doesn't do anything. So I'm going with F tier for that. That's my first F tier on the board. Magpie. Magpie's interesting because it gives you a positive, it's positive 4 coins. Harsh is good with Robin Hood. I don't like him. Character, great from history. I love Robin Hood as a character from history, but in this game, he's awful. Yeah, it's a lot. It really is. If it was a one-time cost of, oh, you take it and he steals it, or here's another thing. Theory crafting here with me. If it was he stole 4 coins every time you rolled above a certain amount, again, robbing from the rich would be so much fun. I think he's just way too crazy for being a rare symbol. Magpie's actually not going in F tier. Magpie, I like the upside of it. If it's what I need to take and I don't have any other options, I have taken it before. It's C tier. It's solid. It's not good, but it's solid. There's a lot better symbols, but it's not the worst symbol by any means. So, for the fact that it doesn't take money inordinately fast, you can get it turn 1, and it always gives you positives, I'm fine with it. I don't mind it. Alright, Thief. This one, I struggle to judge this one, because every time I want to go with Thieves, I never get the option to go with Thieves, because the game won't give it to me. If I could choose when to get Thieves, I would put Thieves on the board 100% of the time. Like, this would be S tier. I would always take Thieves, because there's so many things to do with them, and they are always worth the money. Because again, they take 1 coin, and they give 4 coins each spin. So you're getting 3 coins per spin on it. And you usually get some multiplier with them going off with whatever's removing them. But we don't get them very often. So I'm going to say A tier, because it's really good symbol. Honestly, it's S tier in my mind of, like, I will take it whenever I see it. But it's not common enough. I don't see it enough for it to really be S tier. Moving swiftly along, we do have 147 symbols to do, so I cannot go on a rant on all of them. Otherwise, we will be here till Kingdom Come. Billionaire. I really feel like Billionaire just isn't a good symbol. It gives nothing. Really? Okay, that's the thing. Thief is so good. It really is. But it's never there when we need it. Like, it's never there. I don't know. If we get too many items in A tier, that one might be a B tier with an honorable mention. But I think for right now, it's A tier. Billionaire. Okay. That's fair. Lucky capsules are really good. I take them only if... Because wait, hold on. Lucky capsule is rare or better. Lucky capsule is only good if you need something that's rare. If you are playing with any of the normal symbols, so if I want cultists, coal, anything uncommon, I don't want rare symbols on the board. A lot of the rare symbols are actually not as useful as you'd think. So I avoid it sometimes because the build just doesn't call for it, and I'm trying to optimize what I'm working on. Billionaire, I'm going to go with a solid C tier. Like, it is good if you have the things to make it good, but usually, I mean, Dwarf is way better for what he does. Mouse is way better for what he does. It's more just if you don't have anything else to use, he's okay. Bronze Arrow. All the arrows are interesting. Bronze Arrow, I'm gonna say for the fact that we see it the most often, is probably B tier. It is a way to get the game to kind of register a new... It's a combo. It is a combo. You can get things to go way easier with that combo. But I feel like B is where it belongs. It's not worth higher than B, and I don't think it's on the same level with these two. Like, this is a good solid spot for it. Buffing capsule, 100% of the time, S tier. Unless there is a symbol that is just absolutely what we've been waiting for. Like, if we're waiting for a beehive, or we're waiting for a bartender, or we're waiting for a cat, I will always take buffing capsule, because it is 2 times for all symbols adjacent to it. There's no beating it. You cannot beat this symbol at all. It's just the way it is. Chemical 7. Chemical 7, I have a really toxic relationship with Chemical 7, I feel like, because it does not like me. It is worth an S tier, but I feel like I don't see it a lot. If you get 3 of them, you get 77 coins. It's saved multiple runs of ours. I don't think I've ever skipped one unless we've had something better that was more relevant. Because it is a gamble. You're betting on getting 3 of them. Really? Okay, I'm curious. Sonia, why do you think C tier? Because I'm genuinely curious to hear what you guys think. I will make my final decision, but I want to know what you guys think. It's true. I don't like it because in a game that's already kind of gambling with probability, it's even more so. And it's uncommon. If it was common, that would be great. You could get it maybe turn 1. If you could start the game with a Chemical 7, that would be so powerful. But it's not that good, I guess. You're right. Oh, does this go down to B tier? Does this really drop down to B tier? Like, it is good. I'll take it on level with these 2. I think you guys convinced me. I think B tier. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to put it. I think B tier is much more fitting for that item. That's true. You need 3 of them to get a reward. Ion. Gambling in my slot machine is 100% encouraged, as long as I'm the one who owns the slot machine and you're paying me for it. If it's somebody else's, ain't no way. Yeah, I think B tier. Honestly, I think... Hold on. We're doing this. Mid-A. There is a level below A tier now that's like really good, but only in specific circumstances. These are always good. These are sometimes good. That's gonna be my thing. Coal. Coal is common. You can get a really good synergy with coal if you get it very early on. If you get it like turn 1 or turn 2, this will pop by rent payment 2 and give you 5 coins per spin by itself. You're not going to dissuade me from this. This is an A tier. It's not good late game, but for early game, it is one of the best early game symbols you can get for like solid money generation. Cultist. Have a love-hate relationship with Cultist. You guys know this. It's really good. I think it's mid-A. They scale so well. Because again, it gives 1 for each other. Gives 1 more if there are at least 3 of them. So, what? If you have 3 Cultists, they're worth 3 each. Then if there's 3 or more, they're worth 4 each. And then you just keep going up. They're crazy. But you have to get them. And even when I've played the builds that are exclusively designed to get me common items, I've played with the Tedium, there's nothing. I don't get them often enough. I don't know what's up with their rarity. I don't know if there's something bugged with them, but I don't see them enough to make it worthwhile. Dud. Duds are really funny. So, Jacob, coal is actually good late game too, because there's items that make them pop sooner. So I actually think that coal is worth being an A tier for that. Yeah, 5 per turn is a lot, and every diamond you get beyond the first makes all diamonds worth 1 more. So if you have 20 diamonds, they're all worth 20 more, so that's 25 per diamond, which is a winning. Okay, for the meme, I want to put S tier for duds, but in reality, duds are D tier. I still hate him more. No, they're F tier. Duds expiring is actually really useful, and I found some uses. Like you guys have seen my build with doves. Duds are really good for doves. Duds can give you money when you have 3 of a kind. That's true. My issue with it, though, is this. There's a lot of items that I want to take that are... if you don't have 3 items of the same, and the duds automatically screw with that. It just kind of messes with me when I want to get like the payout for the essence, and I can't because we have 3 duds on the board. I don't think it deserves F tier because it actually is good for those kinds of synergies early game. They kind of give you it without having to take a ton of symbols. So I'll give it D tier. Yeah, he really is. Robin's worse than a dud. Like, I don't even want to put him on the list. I don't want him near us. Goodness. I want a restraining order for him. He needs to be further down. I feel like we should just do this. Let's be fair to the symbol. Robin now lives down here. This is really where the scale ends, but Robin is so far down that he doesn't even get on the scale. Robin needs to be buffed. If the developer sees this and he wants to buff Robin, I'm okay with that. Make him take 2 coins. Make him take 1. Anything less than 4 coins per spin. Again, do you know how many times that would have messed with us? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, empty space. Empty space actually... so this is a special symbol. You cannot take an empty space. But every chance I get to make an empty space means that I've removed a symbol, I've eaten a symbol, or I've generated income some way. So it's S tier. Any chance we can to remove symbols, we'll take a empty space, because that means more probabilities of good money. C tier. Okay, but here's the thing. You can't take a blank space. A blank space is just the result of something else happening. And there's items that make blank spaces worth more. Void creatures, void stones, the lemon. There's a lot of items that make this actually worth money, even better than like the capsules or the duds. So I'm going to say S tier because it's always worth taking. It means that we've done something right and we've removed something from the board in a good way. Frozen Fossil. I think Frozen Fossil deserves mid-A. And I'm jumping a little bit ahead here, but that's because this guy deserves A tier. He's really, really good. Actually, no. He deserves S tier. This deserves A tier. Eldritch Creature is just good. It's one of the best symbols in the game. It's the only symbol of its kind that when it eats something else, all versions of it gain the buff, and it reduces the time it takes to get new ones. It is legitimately the perfect symbol for this game. Frozen Fossil is great, but it's not as good as the Eldritch Creature. And yes, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I want to go over that there. Golden Arrow, S tier, 100%. I don't think I've ever passed it up. It's a 4 times multiplier. If it lands on anything up here, it just is massive money. So it's worth it. Like, it's not worth to not take. That's just my personal opinion, though. Again, all of this is my personal opinion. If you guys want to do something else and tag me in it on socials or something like that, totally. G tier? What do you mean by G tier? Oh wait, hold on. Worse than nothing. Even worse. And then there's Robin. So we've got F tier, worse than nothing, even worse, and then Robin. He doesn't deserve to be here. I will never take Robin Hood out of... Okay, but the issue is this, is Bronze Arrow is only worth 2 coins, and it has a high probability of not pointing to anything. This has a high probability of not pointing at anything, but at least when it does, it's a 4 times multiplier. Mixed with any other multiplier, it is the best symbol for creating large amounts of money. It's how I've gotten my cat builds to work almost every time. So it's worthwhile for me on that. Because if you have something that's worth 132 times already, and you multiply it by 4, you get a lot of money. Like, we make millions per spin. Golem is going up there. I don't think I've passed up a Golem in a hot minute. Like, they're not necessarily the best symbol in the game, but they are good. They do take time to tick down. If you have the item that makes them tick down faster, I'd say that's way worth it. But it's not necessarily worth it 100% of the time, in my opinion. Yeah, I put bronze and B. I'm okay with that. I actually think A tier, because it is worth taking every single time. Oh, no, that's not true. I agree with where your brain's at. Mid A is because it relies so heavily on somebody else's synergy. It really does. And at the end, we'll do one last pass and see if anything gets promoted or demoted. Item capsule. I have never passed up an item capsule that I know of. And if I have, it was a stupid choice. Take the item capsule. It's S tier. It's a free item. It can sometimes give you the exact thing you need, and it will give you tons of upward potential. There's no debate on that. Lucky capsule. Lucky capsule is getting a situational A, so mid-tier A. Now that's the common capsule. Which one does this one look like? Lucky capsule is green. And I really need to learn my capsules better. They look so similar. I'm going to do mid-A. Because mid-A is... it's good if we need it. If we don't need it, it's not always good. That's my thought process. Matroska doll. Matroska doll is really interesting. It's a cool symbol. It just struggles. It takes so long to get it to work. Because it takes 3 spins to get this symbol. And then it takes 5 spins. And then I think it's 10 spins to get the next. It's just forever to get it to work. So I'm going to say B tier. Because it just takes forever. It is cool. It's worth like 5 in the end. But it takes too long to get going. Midas Bomb. I've actually never... I don't think... have I ever used a Midas Bomb? I think I used a Midas Bomb for a joke one time. It's a cool symbol. I get why it's there. It's there as like a last resort. But it does not really do much because you can't control where it goes. It destroys everything. And there's a high likelihood of it just destroying exactly what you want. See, okay. Erickson, I like the idea of that. I really do. But I spend my rerolls way too often. I'm way too impatient. I don't save them long enough. It's probably really bad. I legitimately think Midas Bomb, if you had control, if it was like destroy 5 symbols, pick 5 symbols, and they give you 7 times coins, that's the best removal in the game. That would be S tier. But the fact that it can destroy literally anything, and unless you have an item that lets you pick where it goes, it's not worth it. In a game of random chance, I do not want to randomly destroy what is possibly making me the most money. This is not an actual symbol. This is just an entry for something else. Present. Yeah, duds can't destroy your built-up geologist. That's very fair, Jacob. I think we are going to put present on B tier. And I am not thinking that in any way because of what it gives you. Less than a coin a spin is not worth our time. The only time you take a present is if you get toddler. So I'm going to take B for toddler, I think. Because if I have a toddler, I'm always going to take it. It gives 10 per 12 spins. It is one of the worst symbols possible. Like, it doesn't even give you 1 per spin. I think all the others, like even Robin, gives more than 1 a spin. But he only gives 10. However, it's a really good guaranteed destroyed symbol by the toddler. So I think toddler makes it a B. But that's because toddler is really good. If toddler wasn't as good as it is, it isn't. Reroll and removal tokens. I'm going to say both of these. Removal is A tier if we need it. I always love a reroll. Reroll is S tier for me. Unless there's a really, really freaking good reason why we shouldn't take it. Reroll is S tier. See, I don't like I like to know what I'm going to have. I don't like to gamble with what I have on the board. I like control. I like to control what I have on the board. And a lot of these symbols, you'll notice that down here, I don't have a lot of control over these symbols. I have a lot more control up here. Silver arrow, and I think this will bridge the gap for you guys, is A tier. Bronze is B, silver is A, and then gold is S. Like, it is a scale. That is true. Removal is really good, but I don't think... I have skipped them before. I don't know if I've ever skipped any of these. I might have once or twice, but it's really good. These are kind of, in my mind, I don't skip them unless there's a really, really good reason. These are high likelihood to be taken. Good if I have the synergy going, and then if I have no other options, these guys fall into line. Sloth. Sloth is getting a poor treatment here. It gives 4 every 2 spins. It's uncommon. If this symbol was common, it would be higher on the list. But I'm going to say C tier. It's kind of on level with Magpie. Like, it gives positive coins per spin, but it's not good. It gives 2 coins per spin, basically. And you get screwed over if you hit a rent payment when it's supposed to go off. So, C tier. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Snail, every 4 spins gives 5 coins. You can get this turn 1, and it does pair well with some of the other symbols. But I think time delayed symbols are just so bad if you need the money now, and if you hit a rent payment when you're supposed to get the payout, it just completely messes with you. So it's not worth having. I'm going to put it on C. If there's no other option, I'll take it. I do think that I was too harsh to Essence, because I've definitely taken Essence more. I think Essence is at least B tier, and I think that Billionaire goes down to D tier. This is a better scale for me, I think. I was too harsh to this. It came up too early. I wasn't sure how this was all going to fill out, but truly, this deserves higher than it got. So the weighting symbols aren't good. Yeah, the symbols aren't good. They're not worthless. Like, these are actually worthless. This is less than worthless because it can destroy your stuff. But they're not the worst. TDM capsule, I'm actually going to take that as like high A tier. I have used TDM capsule in almost every single run lately. Where is it? My eyes are not finding this symbol. Come on. I should have arranged this better. I should put like all the capsules together, but hey, I'm not that smart. Welcome to me not being smart. I'm going to take A tier. If any of you guys have seen Star Trek Next Generation and interacted with Wesley, I feel like Robin is our Wesley. Shut up, Wesley. Like, that's what I feel like right now. Just get down there. Don't come back to me. Like, I don't want to deal with you. you're banished forever. But no, I think TDM Capsule deserves A tier for sure. Yes, Alexander, welcome in. I was not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to learn. I'm brand new to this, so I'm learning to read chat and do this and keep us going. So, look, if you have a problem with Robin being lowest tier, then you're not in the right channel. Robin does not deserve to be honored. Robin deserves to be booted from the game permanently. If somebody creates a mod that removes Robin from the game, I will install it. I hate that symbol so much. I tried to play with it once, and it messed me up. Time Capsule. Time Capsule, as we discovered last night, apparently can add nothing, which makes it bad sometimes. So otherwise, I would put this in A tier or S tier. I think it's mid-A because if things have been removed, it's worth it. It's always worth it if you've had things get removed. It's not worth it if things haven't been removed. Yes, I would take a Prince John mod. That would be hilarious. Robin is in the triple shadow realm. He will never escape. He tries to climb out and we just shove him back under. Turtle. Turtle is actually one of the better versions of these, but it's still down there with them. Like, it's fodder for other symbols. That's it. Turtle doesn't deserve much else. Although, hold on. I have to think in terms of items here, too. Turtle actually goes up to mid-A. And the justification for this is there is an item that is turtle in the hair. And it means that if there's a rabbit in one side and a turtle on the other, they both give an insane amount of coins. It's like 7 times coins. That alone can make a rabbit give like 200 coins. So if you have the chance, it's worth taking. Like, I highly suggest taking it, because if you have that item, the chances of it going off are actually pretty high, and there's items that let you switch around. Void Creature, Void Fruit, and Void Stone all go in S tier. Unless there is something just way better, it is always worth taking because they destroy themselves and give 8 coins each. There's nothing better. You can't say that 8 coins isn't worth more, and they make blanks give 1 more each. Like, they make the worst symbol for coins give +1. So yeah, they go in S tier. So that's the thing. It is niche, but it's only niche because I don't play with it. Like, I think we get that item more often than not. I just don't play with rabbits very often. Rabbits have a lot of synergy. I just don't know why I don't take them. Like, I don't play with them. I don't know why. I feel like if mid-A gets too full, it could be dropped down to a B. But I think mid-A for right now is fair. You know me. I have said this multiple times in videos. Wealth Capsule is always worth taking. It's 10 coins. No other symbol is going to give you 10 coins and get itself removed. I have not. I've played with a rabbit once, and it was kind of a bad run. So I need to do a rabbit run. Like, I need to truly embrace the rabbit, go all in with it, and kind of play around with it more. Amethyst is high A tier. It's worth it if you have something to buff it. Otherwise, it's not the best, but it is worth... Well, it's worth 1 coin by itself, so... Yeah, A tier. I can't justify this as S tier because I would pass it up if I don't have anything to buff it. Anchor, I will say this. Anchor is A tier. You guys know this. I have taken Anchor more than any other symbol in the early game, I think. Yeah, I need to embrace the lint roller for sure. An early 5 symbols is just... Or an early 5 coin symbol is just so good. Hard to argue with that. Banana is A tier. It's so good. Banana Peel, I'm going to say B tier because it's just so dependent on everything else. If you have some good symbols, it's worth it, but not much interacts with it. It only has 1 interaction, and that's Thief. Banana's A tier, though. Bar of Soap. Bar of Soap is S tier. It destroys itself. It adds symbols that toddler can eat. It adds symbols that fish can eat. It's S tier. It's really S tier by itself. I'm trying not to give too many things that privilege, but I really think it's good. B is good. I'm going to say mid A. A is, yeah, I think mid A is good for this one. Because it's really good if you have flowers, but if you don't really have a flower build going, it's not really worth taking. It doesn't do much on its own. It does make these symbols give adjacent 2 times more, but I don't think that's really worth it most of the time. Beer's A tier, because it gets drunk a lot. We've definitely survived some early runs with that. Dwarf is just a good symbol to take. Bounty Hunter, I'm gonna say Bounty Hunter is mid A, just because it's highly dependent on whether or not you see thieves. And if you don't see thieves, it's not worth taking. Candy is so good. I'm tempted to give it S tier. I don't think it deserves S tier. Where is the candy? There it is. Okay, candy with toddler, though. Candy with toddler, I think, is mid-A. Mid-A, come on. It's worth 1. There's symbols that make toddler give 2 times more. It's just a good symbol. It's a solid symbol. Like, if you saw this on my board, you would think I'm not crazy. If you think this stuff down here is on my board, you'd be like, what is this guy doing? This is insane. Why is his entire board all of this stuff? So I'm going to try. I looked for it, and I could not find a table like this that I could make for it. Not in the amount of time I had. So I think what we might do is we'll go through the wiki page, and we'll just kind of talk through them and what I think is best tier and worst tier. But we're not going to do this tier list for everything. That would take a while. Pinata with toddler is definitely A tier. It's really good. Cat is S tier. I don't take it always because it's so powerful. Because there's, and this is kind of an issue in this game, I will say, and the developer has not updated this game in a while. If he updated the game, I wish he would add more items that synergize with other symbols. Because cats alone have a lot going for them. I think they have the most synergy-based items in the games and essences, because they can be made into copycats, they can be made into Pizza the Cat, they can be made into, if they drink milk, they give 2 times more. If they take 13 of them, they're worth 13 times more, and you can get those multiple times. Again, the ultimate win is cat build. If you want to beat this game every time, you go for cats, and every time you lose, you go for cats again. But it's no fun. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Cheese is good. It's highly dependent on having a mouse, but I would still say it's B tier. I don't think it's good enough to make it into A tier. And with me saying that, I feel like Thief shouldn't be up here either. We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. Cherry and Chick, I feel like both deserve an honorable mention on the scale of things, of C. That's not fair. Cherry's Cherry's C tier. I think Chick does not deserve higher because chickens annoy me. They just never stop. So I think chicken is D tier. I don't think I've ever taken a chicken and egg. Ever. Cherry in C tier seems fair. Like, it's not a good symbol by itself, but it can feed Mrs. Fruit, but not that good. All of these symbols have to be judged as the same thing. Here's the thing. Clubs, diamonds, spades, all of that, and hearts have to be put on the same level. Yet chickens are a trap. They never stop generating. There's no item to remove their items permanently, and they don't give more money per item. It's awful. I think all of these symbols are high B tier. Like, they're good. They're really good. but I very rarely get a good synergy for them, and that might be bias on my part. Here's the thing. Egg cartons, though, they can only hold 6 of them. Who designed this to say that you can only hold 6 of an item? If it could infinitely hold them, holy crap, I'd be putting every chicken on the board I could. Because that would be awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome. But it's just not worthwhile. So I think all of these symbols go on B tier. Honestly. Dog. Dog is probably B tier as well. Like these are good symbols. I see these very often, but it's not like I'm happy to see them. It's not like, oh wow, these are the best things ever. Yeah, why is egg carton not 12? Or like, okay, I'm sorry, theorizing here. There should be an item called like cheaper by the dozen, which means that if you have 12 eggs on the board or 12 chickens on the board or whatever, it gives like an extra boost, or it makes them worth more, or it stops them from hatching and makes them worth more, or something like that. Like, there needs to be more items for it. There's just not enough. Like, at least with rabbits and they adding in shedding season, they get removed by lint roller. Chickens have nothing to get removed, and you can only get 1 egg carton per game. There's no option to get more than 1 egg carton. I think there's 1 essence that helps you, but it's not very common. Dwarf is going to go pretty high. Yeah, eggs have a high probability of hatching. Dwarf is A tier. Like, he can turn into a miner. He gives 10 times the value of symbols destroyed. It's just amazing. That mixed with Dwarven Anvil is one of the best combos in the early game. Yeah, what is the probability? A 10% chance to hatch, 10% chance to transform. I swear it's not actually 10%. Like, I've had symbols that are worth 20% that don't go off as often as an egg. Something's up with that. Egg, I think, goes into, it is good if you have an egg carton, but it's definitely not worth taking, unless you have an egg carton. Flower and Gambler, I feel like, should be on the same level here. Flower should be pretty high. Mid A tier, if you have the reason for it. Yeah, 10% is not real. I swear, it goes off more often than 10%. I think Gambler has actually gotten us some decent cash here. Like, I think I take a Gambler every time I see it. No, that's fair. That's fair. Mid A is meant for things that are reliant on others, and it really is reliant on our cash flow. I agree with the D tier for the egg. It's not worth having. I think General Zeroff. Dude, this guy, if he's worth taking, he's not based on others, because you can always put him into a certain spot. Like, you can always make him work. It's just if you want to go with that route, because it's highly problematic if you can't get it to go. It's not S tier because I haven't taken it every time, but it's high A tier. It's high A tier, in my opinion. Goldfish, S tier. I don't even care. I love my goldfish. There's so many symbols that make them worth a ton of cash, and they're easy to get, and they remove bubbles for 16 coins. Like, 16 coins on turn 2 is very probable with goldfish. Zeroff has risks. He does, and he doesn't scale. Yeah, I think mid-A. Yeah, no, you cannot convince me that Goldfish does not deserve S tier. I'm sorry, guys. Don't even try. Goose? Okay, what is this probability? 1 in 100 spins will get you a golden egg. 1 in 100 spins. For 1 coin. It's cool. But, yeah, definitely not good enough. If that was like a 3 or 5% chance of rolling, I would be fine with it. But 1% is not enough. He is really good. He is highly reliant on others. Okay. I'm gonna say... Oh, this is a hard one. Because there's items that make this better. Like, the key is very rarely what we rely on to open up chests. So I think it's C tier. It's only good if you have the items to open, but oftentimes we get the lockpick, which is way better. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. King Midas. King Midas is a trap, except for when he's not. He's mid-A. Because he is great. He's one of the best symbols in the game if you have coin on a string. If you don't have coin on a string, he's not worth taking. Yeah, it's just not worth taking most of the time. I'll take it over a goose. It is worth 1, and it has a high probability of opening up any of these if we don't get lockpick. But it's not worth taking most of the time. Because lockpick is one of the most common items I see. I don't think I've not gotten it in a run recently. It's very, very common to get it. But yeah, I think mid-A for Midas is a lot. It's worth it. Light bulb. Light bulb is pretty good, honestly. And here's the thing. We haven't talked about this much, but where symbols start off with. So you start off with a certain set of symbols every game. Light bulb is always worth taking because you always have a pearl, and you get it early game. Past early game, it's still really good because most of these things can be buffed. Amethyst can be buffed by this. All of the other gems can be buffed by this. I legitimately think it's really good, but it's not S tier. It's A tier. It does remove itself. It's A tier. I will almost always take it if I have a good reason to. But it's not highly dependent on other things being added because it can buff so many things, and you start off with the symbol needed to remove it. Okay. I have been going for about an hour here. We're going to take a short, 2-minute break. Just to give me a second to go grab some water, run to the restroom, and then I will be right back, and we will finish this up. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. I am hydrated. Gotta hydrate before you dihydrate. And we are ready to get back into this. Thank you guys for being patient. It's a different thing recording versus live streaming and interacting with you guys live. Like it's genuinely breaking my brain that you guys are here. And it's really cool. I want to thank you guys so much for that. Oh my goodness. All right. Lockbox. I've been punished every time I don't take Lockbox. Mid-A. It's really good. It's 16 coins. It's easy to get. It's easy to get rid of. It's good. It is worth taking. Matroska Doll 2. Okay, so this list breaks out all the Matroska dolls. Our list only breaks it out once, so we don't have to rate it again. But I think all of them should rate the same. Yeah, that's the crazy part, Jacob, is that there are real people here to take their time to watch the content that I'm making. And there's like 200 people who want to see the content on a regular basis, and that kind of breaks my brain. You know, not gonna lie, when I was younger, I started a YouTube channel, air quotes, and I did like 10 episodes, and it was awful. Like, I went back and watched those, and I cringed at every single one of them. No thumbnail, no anything. I couldn't barely talk on camera because I was so scared of talking, like, on mic. And it was hilarious to me. And then now I've started a channel, and we have 200 people, like, tuning in. We have a video that literally just hit 2,000 views. The Eldritch Creature video hit 2,000 views yesterday. And I'm like, oh my goodness, 2,000 people have watched this content and have enjoyed it and like liked it and commented on it. And I have people that like I can recognize. I can recognize all of you guys in the chat on every video. It's a really cool thing. Really big thing. And I'm absolutely blown away by that. Sorry, not trying to go on and on, but just truly am overwhelmed with all that, and it's amazing. Milk is A tier. Milk is A tier. I'm just going to say it. You start with a cat, so it's always good. I very rarely get rid of cats. Cats are usually the last thing I remove. So milk is good. And it gives, what, 15 coins when it's removed? I don't remember. Or 10 coins when it's removed. Yeah, I say 2,000 views on the video. I had to double check the number like 3 times to make sure I wasn't going crazy. I'm curious here. What was all of y'all's first video? Because Jacob just shared his. This was the first fruit video. I want to see what you guys your first videos were, if you remember. Miner, Monkey, and Mouse, I feel like all go on the same spot. Honestly. Mouse is mid-A. Monkey is A tier. And Miner is... Where's Miner? Miner, I'm gonna say, is mid-A because Dwarf is just a better Miner. Okay, the Essence one was you. Okay, Sonia. That's awesome. I think we go with... Or... Let me see here. Do I want to adjust these at all? Miner and Mouse kind of... I feel like these are on similar terms. Monkey is just really good. It really is. I could probably do the rest of these without the wiki because I know most of them. I was kind of concerned that... Yeah, Miner's mid-A. I was kind of concerned that I wouldn't know the name of the symbols, but I know all of these symbols by heart. So I think we can start doing this a little faster here. Geologist is best Miner, and Geologist, for that reason, is getting S tier. Ion, you are the first person I have heard that joined us because of the Backpack Hero series. I need to figure out that series because every time I post a video on it, it absolutely tanks. Lucky Landlord has done really well. Backpack Hero has not. And I think I need to just abandon the story possibly and do more one-off runs. Geologist, definitely S tier. Definitely S tier. I think Dame is mid-A. It's good if you have other symbols that it's good with. Bubble is S tier. Come on, guys. Bubble next to... There's no comparing these two. They're just so good. So good. So, okay, that has... Okay, Sonia, that right there is legitimately my issue. I can make thumbnails for Lucky Landlord. It's a learning curve, and I've done it. I don't know how to do it for Backpack Hero. And I honestly am just kind of at a loss for it. I need to figure out what to do for it, because I just don't know how to make it interesting. There's not much variety to it. I have some ideas for the next one. I'm going to create my own custom one. I'm not going to use any pre-made art or anything like that. I'm going to see what I can get, but I think I'm really going to go after the one-off runs and maybe just play it some off camera to get more familiar with the game, because I think learning it on game, it's way too much to learn on camera, and try and get people to be interested in it as well. I do want people to learn with me, but I think I need a level of understanding before I start a game like that, which is a learning curve. I learned that here. Crab Brave is A tier. We love the crab. It's the best. Diamond is S tier. If you get given an actual diamond, you take the actual diamond. Like, guys, don't pass these up. They're worth it. Beehive is A tier. It's really good. It's almost always worth taking, and it's really easy to get bears in this game. Similarly, bears are mid-A. They're good. They're worth taking, but they're not always available. Like the honey isn't always available, so I would say that it's mid-A if you have honey and stuff, and like Maxwell the bear. Honey is always worth taking. Might actually be S tier. It's worth 3 by itself, and it gives 28. Is it 28 when the bear removes it? 40 when it removes honey. So yeah, it's well worth it. I think that we are going to go ahead and put apple. This is controversial. This is very controversial. Apple's C tier for me. It's cool. It gives 3 coins. It does nothing else that I know of. Yeah, it gives 3 coins. It's a 3-coin symbol and it does nothing else. So honey needs bears, but bears are very easy to get. The only reason that bears are mid-A is because if you don't have these two, they're not worth taking. But you've got Goldilocks, you've got bears that can be added, quantum symbol bombs, packets. There's a lot of things that let you add bears. Adoption papers. There's a lot of things that get you bears. So I'm really comfortable with them being mid-A and these being S tier and A tier. Honestly, I think Beehive, no, it's not S tier. Beastmaster is mid-A tier. If you have a lot of symbols on the board, mid-A tier, mid-A. If you don't have a lot of animals, it's not worth taking him. Bartender is good. I think he's B tier. He's so low of a chance of adding anything good. He has a 10% chance of adding something. And this is a real 10%. This is not egg 10%. This is a real 10%. Because, holy cow, every time I think that he's going to give something good, he doesn't. I feel B tier on him. We'll see. I know. I'm very controversial with my decisions here. What other things are easy to put? This is good. It's B tier. Lucky Pebbles, B tier. Yeah, okay, that's the other thing. So he adds Lucky Sevens. He adds also martinis, and he seems to add martinis more often for me. These two are great. These two are very situational. So I can't give him mid-A or A, honestly, in my personal opinion. Let me see here. Card Shark's good on a mid-A tier. He's good if you have something else to go with it. Spirit is S tier, because there is no reason not to take it ever. If you get offered a full Spirit, it destroys itself, it gives 6 coins each spin, and there's a lot of symbols that buff them. It's just worth taking. Diver is A tier, and I'm going to put this here because of this. There is no infinite combo to make Diver amazing, because he eats the oyster. Oysters are great, but only if you have a geologist, because geologists eat the pearls, but not the oyster itself. He eats the oyster, so he's not S tier. I have passed them up before. I think on that note, though, oyster is mid-A tier. It's a good symbol. It adds a lot of value. It has a high chance of adding the value. I think it's worth it. I think that we do... are all the hexes on the same level? I'm going to have to look at these because there's one of them I really don't like. Pinata is A tier. It's so good. Toddler. It's not S tier, but it's A tier. Toddler is A tier. It's so good. Like, you have to give me a really good reason not to take it, or something way better. These are always take. These are, you have to give me a good reason not to. Mine is also really good, but it's dependent on whether or not you have any of the others. Martini, C tier. It's a valuable symbol, but it's only useful if you have a dame, and it has no other synergy. It's not worth taking most of the time. Chickens are a trap. They're worse than nothing. Magic Key is really good to take. Because, I mean, yes, it's 3 times more per symbol. Same with any of these chests. Like, you have to give me a good reason not to take them most of the time. And most of the time, that just means I need a higher value symbol to be on the board. These are all A tier. Orange is probably down here with these guys. Again, I'm not against taking them, but they're highly situational whether or not I want them. These guys are more often to take than not. I do think that Banana Peel deserves to go down with C tier, because I very rarely like to take those. Cow is S tier, because cats are so good. So chests are great. Don't get me wrong. Chests are one of the best symbols in the game. I love them. But each of the chests only gives 1, 2, or 3 coins by themselves if you don't break them open. And if you're needing big money right away, they take up a slot that something else could be in. And that can cause a problem. So I kind of tend to go towards more the... If we have the wiggle room, it's worth taking. If we need the coins from what we know works, we take what works. Okay. Coins, mid-A. Mid-A, it depends on what items and what things we have going on. Ore, so big ore is A tier, because it adds 2 of whatever it adds, and it can add 2 diamonds, theoretically. Mid-A is ore, because it really depends on what it's going with. I very rarely don't take a big ore. I will pass up ore sometimes. You think ore is B tier? I could see that. I think that's on track with these symbols. I think that's on track here. You know what? I think we do this. It starts off at F tier. If it creates a chicken or chick, it goes to worse than nothing. If it goes to chicken, it's even worse, and then that chicken just turns into Robin. Since Robin is the worst. Okay. We're getting down to the dregs here. Like, we are getting down to it. And I will post a picture of this on the YouTube channel for everybody to see who wasn't able to make it to the stream today. I'm thinking that coconut is mid-A. It depends on having one of these guys, but it's always worth taking. There's not a lot of things that buff it by itself. Like, at least with the banana, you can get Ricky the Banana. This, you can't buff them by themselves. They require a monkey and or Mrs. Fruit, which is going in A tier, because she's really good, almost always worth taking. Not every time, unconditionally, just almost every time worth taking. Ninja, okay, so ninjas are cool. But I hate that they're worth less for every one that you have, unless you get a very particular item. It kind of makes them B tier for me. Egg has potential for omelet synergy, but that is very niche and risky because the egg will probably hatch. It's true. Again, if there was a way to, like, a hard-boiled egg, like, you can make it hard-boiled or something, like, if there's any other way to make this game not mess with my eggs, I would do it, but it screws with me too often. Golden egg? Yet Ninja needs Ninja and Mouse to be good. But not enough for even mid-A. Like, it's not common enough for me to put it in mid-A. You can also get the Katana, and then you can also get the other one that makes them worth more, but it's highly dependent on other symbols. I'm putting it at B. I think A is going to go for Golden Egg, because it doesn't hatch. It's worth 4 by itself. It's good. You have to give me a good reason not to take it. Farmer's B tier. I'm sorry. I don't like the farmer. He's okay. He makes things grow, and he doubles the fruit. But other than that, I would rather have anything above this. Golden Egg is worth 4 coins by itself, I believe. I'm going to double check this here. Yeah, Golden Egg is worth 4 coins. It's a really good symbol. Like, it's solidly worth taking, because it doesn't hatch, and it can buff the omelet. So it's good. But other than that, it's not really worth taking. Like none of the eggs are worth taking except for Golden Egg. Highlander, I'm going to say A tier. I think that it's worth 6. There can only be one of them. So it's good. It's not worth taking every time, but if I don't have anything else better to take, it's definitely worth taking. I think watermelon kind of falls in this tier as well. I don't take it every time, but if I get the chance, most likely I'm going to take it. Same with strawberries. They're just really good. Most of the other fruits, I feel like, fall into C tier. Like, honestly, that's kind of where we are. Yeah, free 6 coins is great. I love free 6 coins. Gonna take, I think, wine is one of the best in the game because it raises value and it makes the dwarf even more powerful. So wine is really good. Wine and beer are both really good. I will always take one of these guys because you can add them and remove them for free. Because whenever you remove a jellyfish, they give you a removal token. So they're just permanently good as long as you have a removal token. I'm fine with it. I think it's S tier. Moon, I don't see often enough to make it viable. Oh, that's true. Yes, I do not like the fact that it makes more. Dove is F's tier. Dove is amazing. If you don't take a Dove, I don't know what you're doing. Pirate is good, but it's very dependent on what you have on the board. If you have King Midas and Pirate, it is an S tier combo. But we're not ranking combos, we're ranking individual symbols, and on its own, I think it's mid-A. Comedy Mask, B tier. It's okay. It's cool. It's got some synergies, but it's not worth a ton. Same with the Chef. Don't feel the Chef is that good. The gems here, these 3 gems, actually, these 4 gems are all mid-A. These are all mid-A. Because if you have any kind of gem build, they're automatically worth taking. If you have a geologist, they're automatically worth taking. If you have a diver, the pearl is worth taking. If you don't have any of that, though, don't take them. They're not worth your time. They're going to mess with your board. So mid-A. Crow gets F tier. If I remember correctly, I'm going to double check myself. Yeah. It gives you 2 per spin, but then it takes 3 every 4 spins. It's not F tier then. It's probably closer to C tier. Actually, no, it's D tier. I would not take this willingly. I wouldn't. I don't like that downside. So, Geologist does not eat emeralds and rubies, but Dame will buff them. If you're doing anything that has to do with Dame or Geologist, you should be taking the items that make them worth more. So they're really good. And the more of them that you have, they increase in value. In my mind, it's kind of, if you're doing a gem build, you should have them on your board because they're the highest ranking symbol. But I could see arguments to drop them down lower or raise them up higher, depending on how you play and what you focus on. I know there's players, like, there's a whole subreddit of insane builds in Luck Be a Landlord, and people get up some crazy stuff in there. But they very specifically focus on certain builds. I try to play it very naturally. I take what I can. I don't try to focus down and just play infinite games of the same game. That's no fun. All right, we're down to the last few here. Target is going down with Robin. No, I'm just joking. It is getting D tier though. It's good if you get arrow to point to it. It very rarely happens to me though. So like, it's, if I have to take it, I'll take it. But it's not worth taking most of the time. Sunshine is mid-A. It is amazing. It makes flowers worth 5 times more. It is how you build a flower build. Urns, I'm going to say urns are worth mid-A if you can get them to go off. Same with, actually no. The gravestone is worth more than the urns because this one can do stuff by itself. It's a low chance, but it can. So it's better. Sand dollar, C tier. It's not that good, but it's not bad. Rainwater, again, mid-A. It's highly dependent on whether or not you have the right layout of your board. Hooligan is A tier. I think I always take a hooligan if I can, on same level as like a monkey or a diver. Because, again, there's a lot of symbols that they can destroy and do stuff with. Witches are really good. I think A tier for them as well, because they combine with most of our S tier and B tier items. Wolf is okay. I would say B tier. It's not bad, but it's very rarely worth taking. Seed is D tier, because you cannot control what it grows into. If it gave you like an option of like 3 items to choose from, I would be fine with that, because then I have some form of control. But there's too much of a wide variety that it can grow into, and it's just bad. Owl is C tier. I think all of the birds kind of are down here. Owl, I want to double check what it does to make sure I'm not being mean to it. Okay, hold on. It gives 1 by itself, but it gives 1 extra every 3 spins. That's more than 1. That's 1.33 repeating, of course, per spin. Yeah, I think C tier. I think C tier is on par for that. Pufferfish is amazing for getting rerolls. If you really need them, you can remove them for a reroll. Omelet, if you have the ingredients to go with it, is worth taking. Joker, I'm going to say is B tier. I very rarely play with Joker, but he's good with these guys, so he's kind of in the same vein as them. Down to just the hexes, the rabbit, and the fluff. I don't play with rabbit enough, but rabbit should be A tier. Same with rabbit fluff. It gives you a higher chance of finding rare items that's worth a lot of coins. It has a lot of synergies, and it has a lot of things to go on there. I do not treat these like an A symbol, but I think after today I really should, and I probably will. I think that all of the curses, except for Midas and Hex of Tedium. Hex of Tedium is my S tier. I love this symbol so much. Hex of Midas is mid-A. The rest of these, I would say, is B tier at best. It's good only in one specific case, and that is if you have the Eldritch Creature. But that's not even like a mid-A level combo. That's like you got extremely lucky, and this is how you're structuring your entire game. Let's look at the board now. This is our S tier. I don't disagree with anything in S tier. A tier, I'm feeling pretty good about. I wonder if I can make this slightly different. Okay. Looking here, I like where everything... Destruction, which one is Destruction? I always forget. Hex of Destruction, you're right. Destruction should go down a lot more. That one. Hex of Destruction should be F tier. It's along the same lines as Midas Bomb. It destroys a symbol and you can't choose what it's destroying. Everything else here I'm pretty okay with. Like, yes, forcing you to add a symbol or forcing you to skip a symbol is not that good. Hex of Thievery, 1 in 3 turns takes 2 turns worth of coin. That's worse than I thought it was. Hold on, Hex of Thievery needs to go away a little bit. I think Hex of Thievery needs to go down to C tier. So, this is our board, guys. This is where we ended up. I don't hate it. Honestly, I feel very, very comfortable with where everything ended up. This needs to be purple. So there's some, not purple. Yeah, there we go. There you go. I'm not going to touch anything else. I'm going to mess with it too much. It's definitely an interesting thing to think about, because like you're thinking about so many different items, 147 items, most of them having a lot of synergies, or 152 items. That's a lot to play with. That's a lot. They can be boosted by items. A lot of these I think were removed from the game. I don't know if Fifth Ace was removed from the game or not. I'd have to double check that. Was it? No, it wasn't. I think it's a different name, though. Yeah, all of these are items that you can get in the game. Like, there's so many of these. There are some removed ones. So, like, Pitchfork is a removed item. Seeds are 30% more likely to grow, and each adjacent one of these makes it a 30% higher chance. And then proliferation, seeds grow when adjacent to other seeds. That's what they removed. These symbols don't benefit from stacking. So I actually... I'll give you that, actually. I will actually really give you that one, because I think you're right. The gems and the specialty fruits should go on the same level. They really should. I don't think we're going to get to all of the items today. We've already been going for almost 2 hours. I don't think we can make it through all of these items in any amount of time. But maybe we'll do another live stream at some point of doing all of the different items, because there are some really cool ones. I think off the top of my head, I can tell you right now that fish tank, Oswald the monkey, Pizza the cat, protractor, and telescope are the best. All of these are the best symbols, like items that you can take. If you get any of those, they're worth taking. Void Portal is also an honorable mention, so is Void Party. There's so many good items in this game, oh my goodness. Telescope is the best item in the game, though. Excuse me. Not used to going this long and chatting and keeping up with it. Definitely draining. I never realized like how draining it is to keep up and keep going with everything. Mrs. Fruit can't eat these, that's true, but nothing can eat these either. Well, thank you, Sonia. Like, you guys are so amazing. Absolutely blown away by you guys. That is where I think we're going to end the tier list. But we've got a little bit of time. Do you guys feel like doing a run? We're not going to do it on the newest level, but I'll let you guys pick a level that we do it on, and we can do a run. Ricky the Banana is amazing. I feel like somebody needs to reskin that and make it Pickle Rick. Make them pickles instead of bananas, and then make the item Pickle Rick just for the fun of it. I would love a Rick and Morty version of all this. Ricky is cute. Alright, let me get this pulled over to the right screen here. Oh, come on. The game is fighting me just a little bit. So, okay, so that is a really good question. I don't know, is the short answer right here. I love creating the content. I love creating it for free. I like people being able to access the content. There is one truth of content creation, and that is people want to see new stuff. People want to see new games, and people want better everything over time, and that takes some money to do. Buying new games is not free, and so that's hard. I think the route I will probably go with more is the like coffee or Patreon route. If I do that kind of thing, I did create a coffee just for having one. Is more of a, if somebody wants to donate to the channel, they can. But I'm probably not going to put full page ads or anything like that. I might do, like, if there's a game I really enjoy and we want to do, like, a promotional, maybe. But I think that's kind of more where my brain is. We're so far away from 1,000, I don't think we're at that point. But I think I really would like to keep it more no ads on the videos, because I like to control kind of what ads are shown, and I don't like that you can't do that on YouTube. But more if people want to donate. So, okay, Coffee is a really cool program. I actually am really a huge fan of this for all content creators. If you donate, so for example, if you donate on Twitch or YouTube or Twitter or whatever, they take like a 30% cut of whatever you donate to your streamer or your content creator off the bat. Same with Patreon. If you donate to Patreon, they cost a ton of money to do that. Don't jinx it, man. 500 subs. I'm not ready for that yet. I need a little bit of brain break. We're already up to like 280 something. I can't believe it. 282 as of this. We've gained more since I started the live stream. But if you donate to your people, they're taking a large cut of that money. Coffee came out and said, hey, we will not take more than 5% of the donation, and you can even opt out of the donation. So right now I have it set up where 100% of the money that's donated through Coffee comes to us as a channel, to the business channel, basically, since that's kind of what it's classified as by the US government, as a business, I guess. I don't know. Tax code is fun. But 100% of that donation comes to me. It is there as a, oh my goodness, I love your content. I would love to donate a one-time thing. You can do monthly subscriptions. I don't want to encourage people to do that a huge amount because I feel like I'm doing this for the fun of it and for the content creation. If it gets big enough, maybe one day we go full time. I don't know if that will ever happen. But legitimately, it's just there as a, oh my goodness, I would love for us to play this game. I would like to contribute towards that game. Or, oh my goodness, I love your content. Here's some extra something for it. And I'd like to steer clear from doing, like, if somebody wants to donate, really wants to donate, I would rather them do it through Coffee than through YouTube or anything else. Because, again, at that point, you're sending 30% of your pay, 30% of whatever you're trying to give me, to the giant nameless corporation that makes billions of dollars a year. And I don't think that's really worth it, in my opinion, for any of us. That's personal opinion. Again, I'm not trying to make money. That's not my goal here. But if somebody's going to do it, I would rather do it that way than the other way. Okay, let me get this set up here for the game. Yes, there you go. We have got this going here. Okay, hold on one second while I get this set up. I'm not used to switching live, and it's definitely messing with me to try and do it here. Okay. Switching off the music for what we were doing, because it's not really worth having. All right, let's be a landlord. What floor are we doing, guys? I'm curious to hear what you guys want to do. We can do anything but floor 17. I just don't want to do the game that we're actually working on for the channel. All right, roll a d12. Let's see what we get. If it's floor 1, I bet you we're going to win very fast, because floor 1 has no downside. No modifiers. I never realized how much I loved that. Ooh, I've got 1 vote for 6. 6 is a fun floor. It's one of the easier floors. 1. Okay, let's do 6. I think 1's too easy. All right, we're going to go with 6. We're going to get 5 on our first spin. We will take banana. Banana early on is fine with me. Let's go ahead and take an egg, because we all know that we love an egg, right? No. I will take present, though, because if we get a toddler, that will be really useful. Cultists. I will take cultist. We don't often get cultist that early, and I'm hoping for a good run. We'll take minor. It really, making a tier list works, but it gets crazy when you start to get into the thick of it and actually have to make the decision on the roll. Okay, so we have Oswald the monkey, and we're given a monkey. I think we take the monkey here for the banana. Already going to give us a ton. We'll take Pinata. Really looking forward to getting a toddler here. We'll go ahead and... we'll take a coal. I really need this guy to go off and eat the banana. He's not helping at all. Like, why is nothing going off? There you go. That's what I need to see. That will get us to the win. Okay, but then I would have to, like, destroy my computer afterwards because I let Robin Hood on my computer, and I can't do that. Wanted poster is really good. Honestly, wanted poster is a really good symbol. Monkey going off is great to see. We'll do... Voidstone is really good at this point. We've got a lot on the board, and I kind of want to get it all removed first. I will take... Another coal right now is 2... And why not? Let's take another coal. Let's see what happens. It's probably a bad idea, but I think it'll be funny. I'm not as much pressured to make it nice and pretty. We're going to skip today. We did get 10 coins for that, so at least we didn't lose out. We are ahead enough that I will take a hustling capsule. Again, situationally, we're ahead enough that I can take that. We will take a reroll capsule. No, we're going to take the wine. Wine is worth more overall. Pay 100. 139 out of 150. That's true. And if I get Robin Hood, I might. It is level 6, so it's not like it's the biggest deal ever. I don't have to treat it like I normally would. But it's hard for me to break even from that. Yeah, 2 coal seems great. Why not? Let's see if that doesn't mess with us too badly. Voidstone, we'll take that. We do not have a dice. I will actually take a lucky capsule in this case, because if we can get a geologist, we are on a great run. Gonna skip here. I want the guaranteed rare reroll, because I want the geologist. Reroll that. Amethyst is not what I wanted. We'll take amethyst. It's good. It's just not what I wanted. Cultists. Okay, 2 cultists on the board. Pay 150. We need 225 and 7 spins. Hey, we got a new subscriber. It is in another language, so I cannot pronounce it, but welcome, welcome. All right. Yes, oh, the pearls. We've got so many pearls on the board. Pizza the Cat is really good. We're taking Pizza the Cat. Dishwasher is actually really good, too. Bar of Soap is S tier. I think we take Maxwell the Bear. We don't have a bear on the board, but he's still better than anything else. We will take a bear because now he's worth 3. I forgot how easy the early stages were. Oh my goodness. Like, I remember these being really hard. They're not that hard compared to everything else that we've played. Like, I have 28 symbols on the board, and we're barely doing anything. Yes, I skipped the cat on purpose. That was not a mistake. I don't want a cat. We've got so many things going on right now, the cat is not worth having. We will take the dwarf. Dwarf can drink the alcohol. Love to see that happen. Buffing capsule is always good to take. Maxwell the bear gets a big boost. And we're at 367 out of 225. 142 ahead. We can take the reroll capsule. I think that's good. Jack-o'-lantern is amazing when we have a toddler on the board. We will take a bubble for the toddler to eat. And it does right away. Oh, that toddler's going to be worth so much. Coal went off for 1 diamond. We are going to skip here. And we should have another coal go off here in a second. Reroll, we'll take wine. Wine will get removed hopefully soon by the dwarf. He has not been pulling his weight at all. We don't want any of those. We'll keep rolling. At least this is worth 4 by itself. That's good to see. We can skip. We're already way ahead on our rent. He did drink the wrong wine, but I'm okay with that. We got 31. We'll take a banana for the monkey to eat. For Oswald. He's such a good boy. Oswald is the best boy. 146 out of 375, and we need it in 8 spins. I will take sunglasses. I will take rusty gear. And... oh, frozen fossil would be so much fun. Ah, that's hard. No, let's go with wealthy capsule. Holy water is really good, because that means we can take any of the hexes without them doing anything. So this is just worth 3 now. All hexes are worth taking. I should have taken the Eldritch Creature then. Dang it, that's sad. We'll take Lucky Capsule. Another diamond on the board. Love seeing that happen. We're going to re-roll. Not worth taking. Re-roll again. Another diamond. We are taking the diamonds. These are now worth 7 each. My goodness. Of course we get a diamond run on floor 6. Pearls are now worth 1.5 times more. I'm okay with that. Love to see it. We're going to add another hex, since they're worth their face amount and not worth anything else. We'll take a buffing capsule. Buffed the diamond. Ooh, 12 on the diamond. We'll take another buffing capsule. Hopefully we'll hit a diamond again. It did. Even better. Yeah, 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds. If only we got this on a real run, like in the videos. Horseshoe. Very big symbol bomb. I think we'd take very big symbol bomb. Protractor's fun. We can go ahead and take Devil's Deal, I guess. That way we can keep the run alive if we need it. We'll take a reroll capsule. Dwarven Anvil is even more amazing than it could have already been for this run. We're going to skip. We're going to keep going. I'm trying to save my rerolls here. I really am. I'm trying to be good. I'm glad you enjoy the live. Like, I really do enjoy, like, hanging out with you guys live. I get why streamers do this so often, because it's cool to see and interact with people that watch your videos, like, live, get to hear the feedback. And I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that the Backpack Hero series is awful. I promise, I'm working on fixing it. I'm just trying to figure out how. Nothing good. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we take Beastmaster. Yes, okay, we're good there. We're ahead on our rent, that's great, I love to see it. We have a lot of removals, so the moment that we know what we want to do with this, we can remove a lot of symbols. We will take Dwarven Anvil. We will take Jack-o'-lantern. We will take Witch. Barrel of Dwarves is really good for what we have going. I think we might be able to make a dwarf build. We've got 3 cultists on the board now, officially. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. We take a cultist. We've got a cultist run, guys. We have a cultist run. We're going to remove the 2 bananas. We're going to remove the shiny pebbles, the coin, the cherry, and the miner. We now have a streamlined build. As streamlined as we possibly can have right now. We'll take a bubble. Love to see that go off so well. We'll take big ore. What does this need to go off? Okay, yeah. We want the dwarf to eat any of the symbols that we have on the board. And then we'll make a lot of money from it. I'm getting nervous about our money, though. We've got a good synergy here. It's just we need it to keep going. We skip here. We keep going. Dwarf went off. It's worth 1.5 times more, and it's going to give us a lot of money now. Yeah, 126 on that spend is what we needed. Just barely got us through. Dwarves are now worth 1.5 times more. So now we have a barrel of dwarves that are worth a lot of money. We will take another witch. She's really good right now. We'll take purple pepper. We're going to go ahead and take a coconut half for Oswald to eat. Gonna go ahead and go after a skip. I'm gonna do some removal here. Amethyst is not benefiting us a ton, unfortunately. Okay, cat, flower, lucky pebble. What else do I do? What else do I do? What else do I do? We do this one. And we remove... We're no longer going to have the toddler stuff pop up. We're not doing toddler anymore. This is going to be good. 52 on that spin right there. Big ore. Love to see it for the dwarf. Going to reroll here. Get a reroll capsule to refund our reroll. If that had added diamonds, we would have been in money right there. Add wine for our dwarf to drink. Gonna reroll, skip. Not gonna spend both rerolls on the same one. Love to see that these are going off for so much money. Add a bubble. I think we're ahead on rent. Yeah, we are ahead on rent. Just barely. Okay, present went off for 10 coins. We're at 650, 101, and we need 675 and 10 spins. If none of the symbols are blanks, we want that. Do we have a lot of symbols that are worth more? We do. We don't want this, but we're going to have to take it. Reroll our rares. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. X-ray machine. Yeah. Now we have a build. The dame is on the board. She's going to buff our diamonds. She's going to buff everything else. We can afford to take a coal. Yeah, and she's going to make our amethyst permanently give +1. Oh, love to see that. She really is a good symbol. Like, she's worth the money that you get out of her. It's just, it takes a little bit for her to get popping up. If you get her early on, she's amazing. Gonna go ahead and skip. I think we have the build that we're going to keep going with here. I would like to remove out some of the animals here in a second, because we really are focusing down on the gym build. Oh, this is Sophie's choice. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave this up to you. Do we take the cultist, or do we take the golem? Golem or cultist? Because this is a hard decision. We have 4 cultists already. If we take the meme, we take the cultist. If we take for real, we take the golem, because he can only add rare symbols from now on. Ooh, I'm seeing a split. Anybody else have an opinion? Pearls are clogging up the machine. It's not good. We need to get them removed. But we can no longer add pearls because we got X-ray machine. So it will only add valuable symbols. I think we take cultist. We've never had a cultist run succeed. Oh, sorry. Already took the cultist, but we will take golem in the future. Dwarf drinks the beer. Love to see that. He's going to give us a ton of coin here. 63 on a spin is great to see. We're going to skip. We're already ahead on our rent. Amethyst is getting buffed. 87. We're going to go ahead and do time capsule. Hope that adds something good here. Pinata. That was not the item I wanted you to add. Oh, it picked out of a selection and it picked the wrong one. 777 coins. We got geologist. We got geologist. We got geologist. And we got swapping device. Okay. Where's the most valuable place to put him? It's going to be right... Actually, no. It's going to be right here. We can now remove those 3. We now have the perfect build for gems. Cultists are good, but we have the perfect gem build currently. Because we can do that. Yeah, we win. We win this one. If we don't win this one, then I've severely screwed up something. Because it's not worth having. Now, I am going to do this, where both of these are going to break it open. Oh, and it was an amethyst. Oh, and it was an amethyst. That was the best spin possible. Oyster is great to see. What else can he do? Let's see here. We're going to pop both amethysts right here. Gonna go ahead and take a beer for the dwarf. This symbol right here, the swapper, is legitimately... It is the second best symbol in the game. It is the second best item in the game. Because it just does so much. I don't think there's any value here other than this. Yeah, well, it's the fact that you have more synergies that go along with it. Honestly. Like, there's more things that happen that are beneficial when you have Geologist. Because look, all these things that he destroys, none of them are worth anything by themselves. Mrs. Fruit isn't the same way. And Diver destroys its own oyster, which is the only reason why Geologist is better. Gonna go ahead and put her here. Yeah, Geologist clears pearls, but also it doesn't clear the oysters, so you can create a mix out of it. A infinite combo is what you can create from it. I'm gonna do that there. Yeah, Mrs. Fruit can't eat all fruit. If she ate all fruit, I would actually legitimately be okay with her being like S tier. Swap the place of 2 symbols. Let's see here. Geologist is not on the board. That's unfortunate. However, amethysts are. Love to see those two get very high up in value. 89 on a spin is great to see. We take another coal. Because why not? Why would we not take a coal? $79 on a spin. We'll take another coal. Geologist is going to eat this. I should not have done that. I don't know why I swapped those two. I could have swapped these two easily. Mistakes were made. All right, we need 777. Now we need 1,008 spins, or 10 spins. And we got to defeat our landlord. Okay. This is going to be a very hard battle. Are you guys ready? This battle is going to take forever, and we might die trying. Like, this might actually lose us the run if we fail this, because there's nothing else that we can do. I don't know how we're going to succeed. Ugh, we're going to fail so hard. It's not like we have anything that's of benefit here. I know, at like 2,000 is what I'm used to now. It feels so bad for him. Man, I don't know how we're going to win this. Like, we're already so far in. Another dame. Oh, this is amazing. We can now do... we can't do both, but we can do at least... this. Don't know what we're gonna do, guys. We're coming up. We're 6 spins away. Aw, that's sad. We can't get more pearls right now. Whatever will we do? I honestly have no clue. It's not like we have a build that does everything. Gonna skip. And do that right there. I think that did it. Yeah, we beat the boss very easily there. Oh my goodness. Let's continue in Endless, honestly. Let's have some fun. Diver is cool, but again, not worth it because he's going to eat the oyster, which is not useful. Do we really not want any of these? We don't really want any of these. Fish tank, my favorite. My favorite item in the game. I'm kind of curious if we can get this to go a full round. Like a full guillotine round. Yeah, he buffs anything that counts as a creature. He is legitimately a good symbol. It's just kind of hard to get him on the board sometimes. Gonna go ahead and drop this here. These are both gonna get double buffed, which is great to see. Another oyster on the board is great to see as well. Gonna go ahead and drop this here. Another amethyst on the board. I love to see this. Oh my goodness. See, this is just fun. You go ahead and spin again. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this here. They're worth more now. Skip. I am going to do the thing I always do because it's just so slow. We're going to do 2 times spin speed, 2 times animation speed, 1 times counting speed, and leave everything else the same. It just makes this a little bit less annoying to play with, because infinite mode takes some time. But this, like, see, it counts the same, but it buffs everything a little bit faster. Add an ore. The ore can get removed by this guy here. Adds an emerald. Love to see it. Gonna go ahead and skip. Keep going. Gonna buff all of the amethysts as much as possible. We need a catalyst. Like, we really don't have a catalyst right now. That will get us a couple thousand. We could do cultists only. I could remove everything but the cultists at this point and see what happens. Second geologist. Oh my goodness. Oh look! It's the guy you guys wanted. Maybe we should take him. Maybe we should take him. Nope. Ain't gonna take him. He's awful. We will take Quantum Symbol Bomb, though. Ruby. Skip. Skip. Goldfish. Hex of Tedium. Skip. 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 Okay, we did it. I'm going to remove the Pinata, because we don't really need him on the board, and he's kind of getting annoying. Skipping, still spinning. Since we don't have a rent anymore, it's not really important to optimize the board every time. Only if there's like a really big synergy that we're missing. We'll take a cultist. Nothing really worth going after on this one. Okay, let me see here. We don't want anything there. I need removal tokens. That's honestly the big slowdown right now, because we don't have enough removal tokens on the board. Okay, I'll give you guys the option. Do we A, go after a perfect geologist, which means that we would remove everything but the oysters and just feed him a ton along with diamonds? Or do we want to build up the amethysts, or do we want to work on cultists only? What do you guys think? Eldritch creature. This is where the decision comes down. We have to either take an eldritch creature or an oyster. What do you guys think? Okay, if we go cultist, then we're going to avoid the eldritch creature, which is why I wanted to double check, because that will greatly change what we do with it. We'll take oyster then. And we are going to remove the frozen fossil so that way it doesn't accidentally go off. All symbols are adjacent. Ooh. X-ray machine. Mixed with mine is going to be amazing. All the diamonds are on the board. It's amazing. Have 5 or more diamonds. We got the achievement. Nothing's going off yet. Can I disable this? I can. Okay. Just wait for a moment, and I'm going to show you something really fun here. Okay, he's not going to go off. I'm going to wait till we have as many of these as a chance on the board at a time, and then they're all going to be adjacent. It's going to be amazing. Okay. We do need to remove the fossil, so he doesn't go off and destroy everything. Has that been removed? It has. No, it has not. Okay, we're gonna skip, keep going. Got 2 mining picks, that's great to see. Add 2 or more rubies during a spin is good to see as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to add this as well. Okay, so we are going to add another diamond. 25 for a single diamond. Oh my goodness. So much on the board. Now we have some stuff for this guy to play with. Honestly, I'm going to turn off X-ray machine. It's creating too many items for us to deal with. It's creating a problem. We can skip here. We can keep rolling. We'll put this up here. Okay. Let's make this work even faster. So the goal of this is to get as many removal tokens as possible. And the goal is just to get them all so that way we can actually, like, play the game. We're going to remove this. We're not optimizing right now. Have an ore add a diamond without the help of an X-ray machine essence. Wow, okay. We will go ahead and do column. Or... I know, so many rubies. We need a lot of removal right now. I'm not looking to add items. We have an infinite chance to add items. I'm not looking to add items. want to get a cultist build here. I've never done what before. Okay, if we don't want any of those, we can take that. We can reroll. Take a dove. And we will take... Lucky Carrot, I guess? Void Creature. This. Wealthy Capsule. Okay, I think with the removal capsules we have now, we can actually... Yeah, that is a hard thing to do. Getting a diamond without an X-ray machine is really difficult. Because it takes a lot to get it. We want any kind of removal items we can get. Okay. I swear we're going to slow this down here in a second. Okay, I think we can slow this down now, because we have enough to remove symbols. There are so many items on the board right now. Holy cow. Okay. We want to remove all of these symbols. And then we want to remove Oswald the Monkey, the Bear, the Beastmaster. We want to remove the Dwarf, even though he's cool, he's not useful right now. We can remove the rubies. I think the emeralds are honestly worth removing. We remove all the rubies that we can. And now we have a much more streamlined deck to be able to build off of. Because that was getting a little insane there for a second. But now we have a little bit more of a coherent board to play with. We got a diamond, a raw diamond. Oh my goodness. Look at all of this go off. This is insane, y'all. Absolutely insane. Take a removal capsule. Again, the ability to remove items is really valuable. We're going to remove all the rubies here in a second. I wish there was an item that removed rubies. I don't think there is. Buffing capsule, big ore is great to see. This guy's about to add 5 ore to us. Yeah. Insane richness and cultist run. Let's go ahead and add another diamond. Why not? Reroll again. I'm going to see if we can get another diamond. We did not, but we did get a removal token. I'm fine with that. We will go ahead and do flush since we don't have anything else to do. Look at all these diamonds. Like, look how much this is going to be worth. 18 by itself. 60 from that. Have 6 or more cultists. We finally got the cultist achievement. Oh my goodness, we've been waiting for that. We're going to go ahead and remove some rubies. Honestly, at this point, I would rather have it not add rares because we want the geologist to go off. And he hasn't had a chance to go off really at all. See, that's what we want to see there. 62 from that spin. My goodness, he is going insane. I think we're also to a point where we can start adding back in the selection. So that way he can go, like, here. We can remove both of those, eat all of the products of it, and make a ton of money. Have a big ore add 2 sapphires during a spin. Nice. We're getting all the achievements this time. Let me see here. Nothing can really be removed except for this. That is an unfortunate byproduct, is it takes 7, but still doesn't get removed. We do this. Okay. 253. We're going to do a removal token. Leave it there. Thank you so much for coming, Sonia. Absolutely blown away that you would spend your Saturday morning with me this way. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Remember that overthinking is the meta. Like, that's a real thing. Yeah, that geologist is massive right now. He really is. We're probably going to end pretty soon here. I'm not seeing, like, we're not really getting any crazy combos. I was hoping that we would maybe get a guillotine run, but we haven't really had the chance. So we might not be able to. Thank you for coming, Sonia. Can't wait to see you interacting with future videos. I will post the whole live stream tonight as like the video for tonight. I'm probably not going to make another video today just because my voice is going to be completely gone if I do that. And since we did a run at the end, just let people enjoy the whole 2 hours of us hanging out together. So many coins. 69 from the geologist. Nice. Gonna get a mine. Nothing from him. Got too many symbols on the board. We need to remove some symbols. Okay. I think we've officially done a cultist run. So I think it's time for the cultist to get removed. Hey, Brick. Welcome in. Brick, this is Jacob. Jacob, this is Brick. You guys have seen each other under videos before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, skip here. Skip again. Have a buffing capsule adjacent to 2 or more amethysts or pearls during a turn. Nice. We just got an achievement. Add a golem. We can go ahead and do this as well. That does actually sound really good. Okay, debate time. Is it better to just have a grilled cheese? Or if you're going to have grilled cheese, do you also want it to have tomato soup? I'm in the tomato camp. I'm in the tomato soup camp. If I'm going to have grilled cheese, it's got to have some kind of tomato soup with it. Like, if I'm going to have grilled cheese that way. But I know not everybody is that way, so I'm curious what you guys think. I do not have a Discord server. That is actually something I was considering setting up. Oh, that's fair, Jacob. That's fair. I was considering setting up a Discord server, but I didn't really have a moderator kind of feel for it yet. And I didn't want to just open it up and then have it devolve into chaos. So I've been trying to figure out kind of how to do that, but that is my goal. Grilled cheese is so good. Like, that's a thing. Like, PB&J, grilled cheese, you're never going to outgrow those. If you like crunchy food, then what you really need to try is, if you've ever had a bierock, have a bierock, and then inside the bierock, put the Ruffles chips in there. It adds a little bit of crunch. It's so good. It's like the best food on the planet. If you really want to get crazy with PB&J, and I know you're going to say ew to this, but I think it's absolutely amazing. Yes, a Bierock. It's a German roll that has meat and cabbage and seasoning in it. It is so good. You can't knock it till you try it, though. But the thing I think that you should try, that I absolutely loved growing up, was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich grilled like a grilled cheese. It sounds disgusting, but it's so good. I'm not sure how it's spelled, actually. I'd have to look it up myself to tell you. I'm pretty sure if you type Bierock in, it will pull it up pretty quick. There's not many things that are close to that. Mm-hmm. See, it becomes liquidy. It's so good, though. Like, it's, like, legitimately one of my favorite, like, from childhood foods that I'll still eat every once in a while if I'm really in the mood. Or, like, if I'm sick, that's the thing I go to as, like, my comfort food. And everybody always looks at me like I'm insane. And it's like, I'm not insane. I just know what I like. We're going to get rid of the last of the rubies. And I think we're going to start getting rid of the cultists. Yeah, that's where it's at, in my opinion. Grilled PB&J, truly the best. So that does raise a question. Brick Gaming raised the question here. Would you guys be interested in a Discord server? Something where you guys can kind of keep in touch and also with me. Like, I'm not against having a Discord server. I just was curious what you guys think of it. Go ahead and do this. Yes, if I believe that's more, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's more of the English way of calling it, but every country basically has their own. Oh my goodness, we just added like 3 diamonds. We just added 3 diamonds, y'all. Hold on. That's fair. That's fair. I had thought about doing a Discord, later down the line when we have a little bit more of a kind of established base. That is one of those things that it's, if you open it up to literally everybody, it can cause absolute mass chaos. So it might have to be a, hey, if you want to support the channel, we have a Discord channel. I hate to do that. I don't want to do that. That's why I haven't done it. But I've got to figure out some way to make it not just absolute chaos where we end up with a bunch of people, you know, saying things that they shouldn't be saying and doing things that they shouldn't be doing. since Discord doesn't really have moderation controls of their own, like they do, but not enough for a sole content creator to manage hundreds of people. I've been a moderator in a lot of Discord channels, and it's nightmarish sometimes. Sometimes it's really not worth the hassle. So we'll have to figure out something for that, but I will put that on my list of things to check out for the channel, because I think it could be really good. This is going to be amazing. This guy's about to go off and buff this again. Holy cow. 196 from a single geologist. That's insane. We almost have a full diamond, like, build here. Okay, so how many diamonds do we have? We have 13 diamonds. Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking, Jacob, is it's not a necessity right now, and I mean, legitimately, I've said this before, and I truly meant it when I said it, of like, when I started this channel, I joked with a buddy of mine that I would have 3 subscribers by the end of the year. That was my big goal. Like, that was my pushing it goal. And we're up to almost 200. That's absolute insanity to me. I do not know how we got 200 so fast. Or 184 or whatever we're up to. But we're not going to just keep going like that crazy constantly. Like, we will need to slow down at some point to figure out what's going on. So I'm not in any rush to put that up at this point. Gonna go ahead and add this in here. Geologist is going insane. Skip and keep going. Gonna go ahead and add this here. Hey, Yogic. We were talking about Discord servers, and if we wanted to have a Discord server for the channel at some point. Yeah, Jacob, when you joined, I think I had like 20 subscribers. It was like the first week that I was doing this. Now it's 180, yeah. And that was like 2 weeks ago. Like, this was not like years ago. This was 2 weeks ago. We started this channel and had like 20 subscribers. It was absolutely insane. But no, Yogic, we're talking about Discord servers, whether or not we wanted to have one, how we would kind of manage that. Probably not going to have it anytime soon, is kind of what I was saying. But it is something I would be interested in doing in the future. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to hit 200 sooner than later, because we're at 184 now. It notifies me on my phone whenever we get subscribers, and we're at like 184. It's constantly buzzing. Huge blessing. Huge blessing. Look at the diamonds. Look at all this. It's amazing. I love to see the diamonds go off. They're going to be worth so much here. Get 2652, 117. Do that there. That way they both get buffed. This diamond right here is the one to keep your eye on. 96 from a diamond. We can go ahead and put him here. Hope for something good. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate that. It's definitely been hard to keep up with that for right now, and it will go away eventually. The big thing for me, though, is what just happened? Oh, I forgot we had Void Party. That was insane. Have a void stone give 50 coins or more. That was awesome. Okay, sorry, I got really distracted by that. No, daily videos will disappear eventually. I think we will do a more streamlined schedule in the future, especially once we get into factory videos. I cannot make a factory video in one night. Though the math that goes into planning those things, because that one will include more like scripts and stuff like that, that is a lot harder. That I'm thinking we'll probably get like one factory video a week is probably where I'll settle in, unless I can do them a lot easier than I think I can, and then probably do like 2 of these kind of videos where we do a roguelike run. So maybe like Tuesday, Thursday is roguelike, Saturdays is factory day. That's probably where we'll settle into, but for right now I'm enjoying doing the content and really enjoying seeing the channel grow. I think the daily content is a really big factor of why we're growing so fast, like you said. Nice, however. Okay, I'm going to read your message real quick. That's true. That's true. I think that will come into play more when we have stream days. And I would like to set that up to be more often. What YouTubers do you watch? Which ones? Brick, are you asking me or are you asking one of the other viewers? Got a sapphire. Didn't get what I was hoping to get there. Oh, okay. So who do I watch? I don't watch that much anymore. I get pretty busy with work. Yeah, I do YouTube polls and posts a lot. I don't know how much they pop up for you guys, but I try to post pretty often if I'm going to do something new. But a lot of things like that. Collabs, I don't think I'm ever going to be big enough to collab with the people that I would absolutely adore to collab with. People that I watch, Let's Game It Out, Dangerously Funny, Josh is absolutely hilarious. I love Let's Game It Out. I think, who else do I watch regularly? Really, anybody who does a lot of roguelikes, does a lot of like breaking games. I love that kind of style of game. That's why I do it myself. I love this genre. And it's something I truly enjoy building and playing with and kind of grinding on. Okay. I think this run is about as optimized as it's going to get. It's feeling a little sluggish right now. Well, then I'm lucky because you found me, Jacob, without being subscribed. Yeah, Let's Game It Out he's a big inspiration. The other one I do watch a lot is Doug. He's a really great guy and a really great content creator from what I have seen. I do not know anything that has been massively problematic with any of those people. I'm not necessarily up on all of the drama though, if there is any. But no, I definitely know that those guys kind of have the same vibe of what games they like to play, and it's the stuff I enjoy doing. But I think this run is dead. I don't think we're going to get much further with it. It was a ton of fun. While we got to go through it, we did beat level 6. And yeah, I mean, we went for 2 hours, 47 minutes, y'all. And we did the whole ranking as well. I think we're probably going to have to end the live stream there. I do have some stuff I have to get done today, and I want to make sure that I'm able to get that all done. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for joining us for the 100 subscriber special live stream. It was absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely blown away by the fact that you guys would take your day to come hang out with me. So again, thank you, and thank you for making us hit 100 subscribers. I cannot wait to keep doing this, and I think I will see you guys later.